What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm just back here in the camper and we're getting it ready to do some winter camping. So I gotta do a few things to just finish up and get it ready. Got my little diesel heater running. So it's one thing I still have to mess with, where the hole goes out for the exhaust. It's not quite big enough. I want to make that hole a little bit bigger. So I have this drill bit here I'm going to use, but I'm going to do that here probably last. One thing a lot of people seem to have problems with when it comes to winter camping is keeping the water from freezing and then keeping your batteries charging. So the solution that I think that I came up with is one of these Reptile heat pads. So these are only 8 watts and these should put out just enough heat to keep something like this. This is a 7-gallon tank of clean water that I keep under my sink to use for, my fresh water. So I want to keep that from freezing. So I can stick this guy right on there and it will only draw 8 watts of power. I only have to have it plugged in whenever the heat's not running, so whenever I'm like away doing something. Another issue people have is with charging the battery. So if you leave the camper for a long period of time and you don't keep the heat running and it gets really cold in here and you're running lithium batteries, then if it gets too cold, then it might not want to charge. So I think if I ever get into a situation like that, then I can just use one of these heat pads real close to the battery. So basically using the battery to heat itself so it can still maintain a charge from like my solar panels, from a plug-in, from my truck, because I have an isolator for my truck. And then I have one more water tank that sits back in there for the water for my shower. So I have a little hot water heater that's in there, and the water tank sits like in that little nook thing there, but you have to access that from the outside. I might just put one of these heating pads on that guy, so I might need one for that water tank, one for this water tank, and then one for the battery eventually. I'm not worried about the battery I have right now, but eventually I'll get one. But that's still 8, 16, 24 watts total that it'll have to draw to keep everything from freezing. The ones that I bought, they have this little adhesive. You can just pull this off and stick it right on here. The water comes out back here, so I don't want it getting in contact with water. I'll keep you guys updated and let you know if it works.